Like, I ain't trying to play the pity card or nothing. These youngsters are off the fucking hook, man. You know, like, but they stealing from the homeless and shit, you know? Something that was for free, you know, like a phone. Or, you know, like my clothes, those weren't for free, but they stole those too, you know? Like, the fuck's the matter with you guys, man? Like,
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
my name's Sahtanus, Columbus, senior, 40 years old. I've been homeless for a little over a year now. My house burned down last year. It's been a shit show for the last 3 years.
Have you been hooked on drugs for 3 years?
No, just it all started with slowly the what's that called, the deterioration of my my last relationship. You know, it was together for too long. I'll say that much. And then my younger brother was killed. And,
Here in Yakima?
no, down in the lower valley, there's some whatever she is, she you know dumped a bunch of blues in his brew, you know, just just to get him for, you know, not even $1,000, you know.
Blues, as in the pills? And he overdosed? How old was he?
He was a year younger than me.
Okay. And prior to the last 3 years, what were you doing? Were you working? Where'd you live?
A family man. I had a home out there outside of Wapato by Hera. And I had my two kids and, you know, my ex, and, you know, it's just all about my babies. You know, I'm an artist, and I had my own business, and, you know, straight up just jack of all trades. I was into a little bit of everything. You know, everything from selling movies to buying and selling cars, and doing house construction, and I worked as a flagger, you know, and the casino, you know, the cook, a little bit of everything. You know, just, I gotta do something different all the time. I can't keep doing the same thing. You know?
And
So,
what is your drug of choice?
I don't think I have a drug of choice. More of, I don't know what to do with myself without my kids. You know?
Is that why? Does when you do drugs, does that help you kind of like push away the pain?
No, I just, you know, I smoke weed and I drink, because that's what I've always done. And, you know, when I had my kids, you know, I sobered up, and, you know, just being with the wrong person for too long just kind of fucked me up. You know, I spun out of control and trying to make something work that I knew wasn't gonna work. You know, trying to save it for my kids, and then when I tried to shut it down and tell her to bounce, it was too late. You know, damage was done, and I come home one day and she took off with my kids, and, you know, this is like 2 weeks after we buried my little brother, and, you know, after I found out everything that happened to my brother, I was heartbroken. I still am, and, you know, it's like it's like yesterday, you know. That hurt's still real fresh.
Have you had any run-ins with the law here in Yakima?
Oh yeah, you know, I mean they really ain't too bad with me, you know. But they know who I am, and, you know, I don't really cause too much trouble.
Where do you live now?
It's nowhere right now.
On the street?
Yeah,
Or what do you do at night when it gets like really, really cold?
I either stay moving or I find some place to go to sleep.
Where do you keep like the stuff you have with you right here? Is this all your belongings, or do you have other stuff?
Yeah, that's it. Just my backpack and my bike. That's it.
No additional blankets or anything like that?
No.
Man, we might have to make a run down here tomorrow, drop some blankets off for you guys.
Oh man, that'd be awesome, man. I had a sleeping bag last night that a friend gave to me the night before. I used it that one night. I fell asleep over on the bridge over there above the river, and I didn't mean to fall asleep, but just hearing the river just put me to sleep. Snap of a finger. And I ain't trying to play the pity card or nothing. These youngsters are off the fucking hook, man. You know, like, but they stealing from the homeless and shit, you know. Something that was for free, you know, like a phone. Or, you know, like my clothes, those weren't for free, but they stole those too, you know. Like, the fuck's the matter with you guys, man? Like, fucking woke up and my bike was gone, and when I run into this old man last night, you know, he was walking around, you know, no jacket. He's an old man, barely walking, you know. He's, I got $10. He's trying to ask his friend to sell him a blanket. His friend didn't want to sell him a blanket, so I let him take my sleeping bag. And, you know, fuck, I'll get another one, hopefully, you know. So then I run into these guys, and yeah, we all went and cuddled up, you know, kept each other warm for the night.
What do you do for money right now?
Right now, nothing.
How do you support your habit?
Collect from people that owe me.
Okay. And that's been working out till now?
No, it's not like so much as supporting my habit. It's just to be able to get something to eat, you know, something to drink every day, you know. Sometimes I go without eating. Sometimes, you know, I have some water or something, you know, 2-3 days or something like that. And just severely depressed, man. Yeah. I hate asking anybody for help, you know. I don't like asking nobody for nothing. It's usually because the times that I have asked for help or I've asked for something, you know, it was taken advantage of, you know. It's like they, you know, take a bite out of me while I'm down, you know. It's fucked up.
Do you talk to your kids at all now?
No, I haven't been able to since around Father's Day this year. And before that, it was about 2 years since I ever got to see or talk to them.
How old are they?
My daughter's going to be 13 here in about a week. My son's 11.
Where do they live?
The last I knew, they was with their mom down in Wapato. And every time I've gone to the valley, I go and knock, nobody answers. Either they're not home or they ain't answering for me. You know, and I've filed for custody review hearings, and you know, it's like I'm beating my head against a closed door with my tribe. Like, you know, it's all kinds of politics and nepotism and shit, man.
Where do you go to shower, use the bathroom?
Wherever I can.
Like, are there any places around here that allow you guys to use showers?
Once or twice a week, there's these. It's a church group. I don't know what they're called. I forgot. I think it might be the Union Gospel Mission. They bring a trailer and they set it up over here, and you know, it's a trailer with like 4 or 5 showers, and you know, they give you a towel and sometimes a sweater or a jacket, or you know, whatever the weather is, you know. But I've only used that once, you know. Like usually, you know, somebody that's got one of these emergency shelter rooms, you know, these different programs. They provide homeless and people in need with a room to stay in for a month. You know, and it's in one of these, you know, fucking rundown motels, you know. And run into a friend that's got a room, you know, I'll go shower up there, or, you know, I just bird bath somewhere, you know.
Well, what would you want people to know, or again, like I asked her, the younger version of you, to not run into these situations? What advice would you give yourself?
Try to be more loving instead of so quick, you know, to be spiteful or angry or want to fight, you know. Chill the fuck out.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.